Howdy, I want to do a short video on the semester paper and project. Now that the midterm is over, we have two big outstanding deliverables. One will be your paper for the semester and then the final. So I'll tell you right now, the final will be different than our midterm. It will be essay, it will be take home, you will have less time. And what I typically do on the final is say you have to answer a question in no more than 5 sentences. This is because once I get the finals, I have to grade them for anyone who's graduating. So just be aware, we'll get some more information on this, but I also want to talk about your semester paper. If you have any questions on your paper, you need to be emailing me and coming to me and discussing it. If you need sources, if you need anything. So I've got here an old topic, election topics, because a couple of people had talked to me about possibly doing something on the election, how you would figure out the cybersecurity risk, and I thought that would be interesting. You're also free to expand on one of the test questions. The goal of this paper is for you to learn something. The goal of this paper is for you to go out and do some research and find something that interests you. That's why I don't assign topics. What's interest you? Maybe you're doing a specific career in something and you want to do about risk on that. That's great. I'm here for a resource. Please email me and we'll set up and schedule a time if you want to discuss the paper. And I just want to review what the rubric for grading is. You have a 20% for selecting the idea and explaining the idea. You have a 20% for the research process. Be aware that when you do good research, you can discern good sources. So be careful being out on that internet and picking up a source that tells you something and there's no validity to the source. Then I don't want you to restate the issue, but I want you to tell me how you use that in your analysis. I want you to come up and give me some ideas, some concepts or ideas or conclusions that you've come up with. So don't just tell me what you found. Tell me what I should know about this. How did you put your sources, source A and B and C, and come up with some great conclusions? Then, of course, I always have some issues with presentation and formatting. The grader will send you some specific, spacing and font and everything, but just beyond that, a paper should be attractive. It should make me want to read it. And so that seems like a lot, but you have an obligation when you do a paper to correct spelling, to correct grammar. Last year, for some reason, I had people not properly capitalizing quite a bit. So if it's a proper noun, it needs to be capitalized. And then the last one is, do I have to work hard to read your paper? How easy is this paper to read? How did you organize your ideas? How did you reach your conclusions? Do they make sense? Is it substantial? Did you say A, B, and then you shot to E? And even though there was a logical path of A, B, C, D, and E, I had to fill out the missing pieces. So again, this is the rubric. If you have any questions, send me an email and we'll get together on it. Thank you very much for listening.